for that, man.
Yeah,
I'm for that, man, because it's nice to have different eyes, you know, in different especially if they work well together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's no problem,
right.
yeah, man, that can be an advantage, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know, we're talking about boxing styles. You know, I know with different coaches, you have different boxing styles. And Derek, this is a question for you. But is it dependent on the area too? Is there a thing like East Coast boxing, West Coast boxing, South?
Yeah.
Or is it coaching because the coaches are in certain areas? Or
I find if you're asking me, I find different areas of the country or different. And when you say different, you know, every trainer is different, I guess. Right. Or bring something that you could have a trainer. Take for instance, Termite, right, is a Kenny Weldon trained fighter. Rudy is a Kenny Weldon / another guy's style of fighter. And those two trainers couldn't be more different from the outside looking in, seeing their product too. It's different. Now, Mike could tell us because he was over there at Fighter Nation a little bit. So that would make David an offshot of that Weldon Termite thing. And so it's Rudy, but it's different. It's different product. You know what I'm saying? They fighters is different. So you take the East Coast is more defensive minded. You take the West Coast is more offensive minded. You take where I'm from, we're very what they would call old school, right? Defense, boxer punchers, and Texas got his own thing. Yeah, I think different parts of the country got its own thing, and then inside the area, you're gonna have different trainers getting it out different, man. So yeah, absolutely it's different, man. So with him having a guy from a whole nother state, it's like me, right? There ain't no other me's here. There's none. There's nobody teaching what I'm teaching or how I do it because I'm from somewhere else, right? And so when I came here, it's different eyes on everything, right? And I understand what they do here, and I see where I differ. So I'd imagine having Jeff for Mike. So you got Rudy, who's one of the best out of Houston. Done produce Olympians and national champions up out the ass. And then he got some other eyes coming from Oklahoma, which I don't know. The only person I know from Oklahoma is Tommy Morrison, I think, was from Oklahoma. And he basically just was a knock you the fuck out. So I don't know. I don't know too much about Oklahoma, but yeah, absolutely different areas, man, of the country, man. Is absolutely is different style of boxing. I know everybody like to say hit and don't get hit. That shit's too simple. Everybody knows that. You fight, you don't want to get hit. That's dumb. That's how you lose.
So Michael, talking about what coach is referencing, who have you picked up? What style of boxing have you liked and picked up and you really started to develop?
Like what style of boxing you want me to compare myself like? Oh.
So what do you look from all the different coaches? From the different coaches that you've had, what's the style that you picked up on the most?
I'm my size. I'm tall, and I'm long. So I'm a pure boxer. I'm just a pure boxer. Hit, don't get hit. Stay long. Stay behind my jab. Defense, keep it tight. Footwork. Yeah, I'm a pure boxer. I'm just a pure boxer. But if it get like that, then we can get like that with the banging. Yeah, I can bang too. So.
So you had plans. You had plans for the 2020 Olympics, right? What's the update for the Olympics? Did they reschedule or what's going on with that?
Yeah,
Mike about to go pro, man.
Yeah, I'm about to go pro.
Okay.
But they rescheduled to 2021 sometime in the summer.
Did you have plans to go to the 2020?
I did.
Yeah, and then COVID messed up the Olympics. So you guys went ahead and said, okay, fuck it, let's go, let's turn pro.
Yeah, I actually fought in the Olympic trials. I lost in the Olympic trials, and so I kind of that was my I wanted to turn pro right after that.
Okay.
Olympic trials, yeah.
You what's the plan, man? I'm sure Rudy. Have you signed anything? Is Duncan gonna manage you or nothing?
No manager, no nothing. We just been talking to a couple people. We got a couple things.
Right.
They shot at me, but we ain't signed them. We just being patient.
Yeah, you with the right dude, bro. He's gonna run you right. He experienced. He'll tell you what to do and what not to do. You know.
Yeah.
And Rudy's a very thorough. I mean, I consider he and I friends, man. So you know, Rudy's very thorough, bro. He'll explain it like, look, if we do this. If we do that, this, you know that. I mean, y'all got the relationship. You with the right guy, bro.
Yeah.
Man, it's a hell of a time in boxing, bro, because with this hole, man, all you can do is just stay. You a gym rat though, huh?
Yeah, I stay in the gym. Yeah, I stay in the gym all around.
Yeah, man. It's a hell of a time to try to get a career started and all that, or you could look at it as a blessing, you know, and be like, we ain't gotta run and do. We ain't gotta. We can walk down the hill. We ain't gotta run down the hill. You know. But what side of where you from in New Orleans, bro?
I was born in Marrero. Yeah, I was born in Marrero, but I was raised, I mean, back and forth from my parents. My dad, he from the 9th Ward, Desire. I mean, I was raised in a feet, the 6th Ward.
I'm a Ames Boulevard boy, man. I'm from Marrero, man.
Yeah.
I know I liked your ass, man, for some reason. You was born right. Yeah, that's where I'm from, bro, Marrero.
Yeah.
So you came here, man, flipped your whole life, man. Went from basketball to football. Basketball to boxing. And look at you now. How many fights you got, man?
Shit,
roughly,
yeah, about 120 probably. A little bit over 100 probably. Yeah, something like that.
How's I also seen was that recent? Y'all had a child or you having one?
Oh, you about to put my business out there like that?
Oh, my bad. Oh, I thought you was married or something. My bad, bro.
Nah. Look, I am married. But I be keeping my personal life. I be keeping it private.
Oh shit.
But nah, I mean, shit. Yeah, I got one on the way, and I'm married. Yeah, we about to make 2 years. Yeah,
man, that's beautiful. I'm all for that, man.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in that. She wants you to let everybody know y'all married. Believe
that. Nah. She like me. She like to keep it private. We don't want that negative energy.
Yeah, that's good, bro.
We don't want all that. But I mean, yeah.
These idiots, man, they'll attack anything for anything, right?
Mm-hmm. Due in October, baby boy.
Oh, y'all know.
October?
Oh, yeah, we know. Yeah, she's 7 months in a week.
Alhamdulillah, man. That's all right. It's gonna be a whole new life, man.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a beautiful thing. So your parents is here, man. Any other your family stay for Katrina or
no? Mainly the older people, my aunts and my uncles. I got some of them moved to Houston, but the older folks they stayed back. They didn't wanna come.
What was your experience, man, in Colorado, man? As a whole, how did you like it? What the goods, the bads, the uglies, anything? What was your experience on the national team?
The experience is cool. You got a lot of traveling. Didn't have to pay for nothing, and I got paid on top of that.
Right.
So, I mean, that was the good part of it. The training, the coaches was cool. Me and Kay got a good relationship. He cool. The only thing I didn't like, of course, you know, I'm a big dude. I like making that weight, the 114. I should have never been at 114, but one time I got to 114. I was cutting weight for 123, and cut too much, and I was like 118. I was like, man, let me just see what this 114 talking about. So I was just like, whatever, let's just go adventure. So I did that. I made 114, and I wound up winning my first national tournament at 114. So I was like, man, I could see how long I could make this last, and so
maintain. Yeah.
And so I wound up making the team for 114, and that's what it's been. I've been on the team since 2017. But yeah, I should have never been at that weight in the first.
Yeah, because how tall are you, man?
5'9".
Yeah, you're not a little guy, bro, for that weight, man.
Yeah, I was beating all these dudes at 114. I was 50%. I don't even know. They ain't even see me. So yeah. Yeah, I'll beat all these dudes at 50% of what I really can do.
Looking at boxing, bro, is there any? Who would you say is your as far as being a fan? It seemed like you came to boxing organically. It wasn't like you was a big fight fan or nothing, or in your family or anything, right? You just wandered into the gym.
Yeah, but I mean, I did. My dad, he like Roy Jones. Roy Jones, he probably influenced me a little bit more. After I got in the gym, and then Roy Jones probably.
How old are you, Mike?
I'm 23.
Y'all generation, bro. I say from your age to 10 years up, man. Roy Jones was a huge influence, huh?
Really?
Like he was the guy.
Yeah,
he was the guy, man.
Yeah, I think he prime the best in his prime. I think he could be anybody at he was up to light heavyweight, but middleweight, and I think he could be anybody in his prime.
Well, what did you like about him as far as his strengths? What aspects of Roy was that locked you in?
He talked. He was a trash talker. That pulled me in right there.
He was a showman for real.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. And he was just, besides his skills, he was real explosive. He didn't do your typical. He didn't have all the technique. He was just quick. He was doing stuff that other people couldn't do because he was just real athletic. That's all.
Right. Exactly. Well, you know what you was looking at. That I liken Roy to the elite type fighters who's so athletically gifted, so much better than everybody, just natural.
Right. Yeah.
It was really amazing to watch him pull off the shit that you can't pull off unless you that guy. You know what I'm saying? So in educated fighters, it had to be a frustrating. I'll tell you a story, man. My buddy, man, that I came up with, he was pro in light heavyweight. He was a southpaw. I don't know if you remember when Roy went on this southpaw tear where he was fighting a bunch of southpaws, man, for like a year or two.
Mm-hmm.
And so they contacted my homeboy, and he was like, "Man, I'm finna go to Florida, man. They gonna, $2,000 a week." I think he was supposed to go for 3 weeks. And me not never being a Roy Jones fan and knowing my guy was such a puncher, right? I'm like, man, when you get down there, man, go at that motherfucker, man. You got to go. He said, yeah, man, fuck all that. So he left, and about a week later, he came back. He said, man, I couldn't even see this motherfucker, man. I said, how you do, man? Man, fuck that, bro. And he kind of reaffirmed everything you could see anyway. You can see the motherfucker be in a bad position. He's sitting there laying in front of you, and you just can't put a glove on him, man. And
you think some fighters are just born in the right era, in the right time? I think Roy Jones is one of those fighters that was just born at the right time, where he was able to do the things that he did against the people that he did.
I think Roy Jones would have been good at fucking double dutch. I don't give a fuck what it is. He would have been good at anything.
I think he would have been. Yeah.
I think his
anybody right now too.
His dad was a boxer, right? His dad was boxing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he just was born into that.
Mm-hmm.
But Roy would have been lawn dart champion. It don't fucking matter what it would have been, I don't think. Because you can't buy that type of shit. You damn sure can't train it. You can't train what that dude was doing. And I'm a guy who believes you can build some power. I'm a guy who believes you can learn a bunch of shit, right? But you know, that